It's crazy. Hello and welcome to the United Stand. We're live again. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is officially the Manchester United manager for the next 5 months. Now, this, on a day that's just gone so well for Manchester United, so well. They've sacked Jose Mourinho. They're going to appoint Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, which we're going to get into in a moment. But then there is always got to be, they announced the sacking of Mourinho and no one's expecting it. And it's a brilliant surprise. And then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer comes in as our interim manager, and it's a mess, to be honest with you. You've got the Norwegian Prime Minister 10 minutes ago confirming it, saying it's a great day for Norway. You've got Manchester United's website that has still got the article up, saying that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been appointed interim manager 20 years after scoring the winning goal in the Champions League. Well, it's not quite 20 years yet, but you know what I mean. But then nothing on the Twitter account about it. And now everybody's announcing it officially, and Manchester United have missed the boat. But, look, I think a lot of people have known for a few hours now that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be the interim manager for Manchester United. And now we pretty much know it, but United have not coordinated all their social media to announce it. I expect it's going to come out very, very soon officially from them. But look, what do we get with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Because the reality is it's not a surprise to many people that he will be the interim manager. And if he isn't, United have messed up big time. But and so has the Norwegian Prime Minister. But the reality is, as we were saying earlier, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is currently the manager of Molde in Norway. He will be allowed to come to Manchester United and manage us till May, and then he will return to Molde. Now that sounds very, very simplistic. But I just want to say, and Solskjaer's won it! I've been wanting to say that all night. So Solskjaer's won it. He is the next Manchester United manager for 5 months. Or is he not? I mean, the reality is, if he comes in and does fantastically well, and Manchester United play fantastically well, then they will probably give him the job. Now, I understand people's concerns, first of all. Let's not be silly. We've just sacked a manager because they weren't good enough, and we should not jump headfirst into something because of romance from the past. Solskjaer's won it! But look, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, his career was Manchester United. He came to Manchester United from Norway. He scored a lot of goals, and his whole education is really under Sir Alex Ferguson, which he has said in recent interviews that, everything I know is down to Sir Alex Ferguson in managing. We've seen the little clips of him, if you've not seen that, when he's training, saying fucking shoot. If you don't shoot, you're not going to score, which again is music to our ears. His style of football, it's very difficult to say because the Norwegian league is not even half as good as the French pub league. And his Cardiff mission didn't go that well. I think did he win 3 wins in 18 games? But Cardiff are a bit of a crap team. It's a massive step up. It's a massive step up. It's not the next Manchester United manager, and I think we take it as a positive. I don't think we need to moan about it. We've had a gift today, a big Christmas gift today, that Jose Mourinho is no longer our manager. And I understand people's concerns about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but at the end of the day, I would be a liar if I said we can get top 4. I would be a liar if I said we can get Champions League, because a few days ago I said I think it's already too late for that to happen. What could happen is we could pull a miracle off and get top 4. What could happen is we could pull off a miracle and get and win the Champions League. I don't think that's going to happen, because you are effectively giving somebody an 11-point start with half a season to turn it round. It would be unbelievable to do it. Now, United may be able to do it, but the chances are we're not going to, and we're not going to win the Champions League, and we're going to be in the Europa League next year. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has basically got a golden ticket to have a go at managing the club he loves and the club he knows everything about, and seeing what it's all about. I mean, yeah, his record at Cardiff wasn't that good. It wasn't, but everyone deserves a second chance in life. And you know what? I think after having somebody who on paper was the best manager for Manchester United, Jose Mourinho, and seeing it fail, I think this ticks a lot of things. We go back to the silly give it Giggsy till the end of the season, and we talk about the class of '92. And a lot of people quite like that romance. Well, here you go. You've got the romance without the risk. The romance without the risk. That's the tagline, is it? Solskjaer is the romance without the risk, because what's going to happen to Manchester United? Ooh, we're going to finish 6th. Well, we were going to finish 6th anyway. Ooh, we're not going to win the Champions League. That wasn't going to happen anyway. Ooh, we're going to be in the Europa League. Well, that was going to happen anyway. So whatever happens, it can't be worse than what was going to happen anyway. We're not getting relegated, so we don't need to worry about that. And the reality is that Manchester United are buying themselves a little bit of time, and they've took a decision they probably weren't going to take with Mourinho, and they've decided to do it. I mean, Simon Stone, again, he was the one I read that Mourinho was going. He's come out and said that the players were consulted on this, which I think is very interesting. I don't know what you think. I mean, player power is still the most important power in football, and I think it's a bit sad in a way. I don't know what you think, that Jose Mourinho's future was, pushed over the edge by what the players thought. I agree that players should be consulted, but I would much rather see Ed Woodward looking at the fan base. The fan base is huge, it's diverse. There are different places to look. You could look at the United stands, you could look on Twitter, you can look on forums, you can look. There's loads of places you can forge Manchester United fan opinion, and you could easily go as a percentage, 80-90% wanted him gone. That's what you should look at, because the fans pay Woodward's wages and the players' wages, and players. We don't know these players. Some of them are local lads who love the club. Some of them are not and love the club. And some of them, maybe, are just here to earn money and would go to Juventus tomorrow if they could. I don't know. But we're not going to do that. We're not thinking, I might support Juventus next season. That's what Man City fans do. That's what Chelsea fans do. We're Manchester United fans. And I wish they'd looked at the fan base a little bit more. And I hope that they did. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as Manchester United manager, what do we expect? Well, what we will expect is is somebody who's going to come in who knows what this club is all about. And the reality is that to Manchester United is something that we haven't had since Sir Alex Ferguson left. And that to me is massively exciting. I'm willing to go along with this experiment because I don't see where the lose is. I don't see where the Al is in this situation. If we just stutter through the rest of the season but we play good football and the players step up to the plate, we win because we're entertained and we build for next season. If it goes a little bit bad, well, it was going bad anyway, and we get a proper manager in the summer who's going to be maybe a Pochettino or a Zidane. So it's all excitement, but I think that's the thing for me. It's excitement. Let's see what's going to happen. I have low expectations on what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can achieve at Manchester United because he hasn't got the background, he hasn't got the pedigree, and United's season, he's starting with two arms tied behind his back anyway. So low expectations, good. Patience is good. Excitement is good. And the low expectations that Mourinho wanted to give us are very different to what the low expectations are factually with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Jose Mourinho lowered expectations to try and keep himself in a job when he'd spent 400 million and started off on a level playing field. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's lower expectations are because he's coming in to a job halfway through the season, 11 points off top four, and who's to say that Pochettino and Zidane have said, I fancy that job in the summer, but not now. It's a bloody joke. I don't want it now. And Woodward's gone, these players, some of them are going to leave if we keep Mourinho. We've got to do something now. What do we do? Michael Carrick, do you want it? I don't really think I'm ready for it. Who can we get in for 5 months who can do it for 5 months and is then going to be happy to leave in the summer if we need them to? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can go back to mould. So it works. It works for Manchester United and it works for us. And look, what I'm very excited to see. I mean, as we were talking about before, what sort of team will Ole Gunnar Solskjaer pick on Saturday? Will he be in place for the press conference on Friday? It's very, very interesting. Now, Enas says that Manchester United have actually deleted the tweet now. Which they may well have done. But the Norwegian and the Mirror Football are now saying that it's been deleted as well. But the Norwegian Prime Minister hasn't deleted their bit. So, I mean, look, this is a bit like when we sign a player, isn't it? Sometimes a bit iffy. Maybe they're going to announce it in the morning. But the reality is, look, I'm happy with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being our next manager of Manchester United. And I'm happy that that it's a short-term thing. And look, the only thing for me, realistically, is what if? I mean, drop a like on the video if you're happy with Solskjaer. I mean, at the end of the day, he is a club great. He knows the club at the back of his hand, and there's no pressure there. Relax, enjoy it. It's better than what we had 24 hours ago. And that's what I would say to everybody. What would you rather have? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer coming in for 5 months or Jose Mourinho still in charge? Because that's your choice. We can be pedantic, we can be snobbish, we can say we want better, but the cold, harsh fact, would you rather Jose Mourinho was still here, or would you like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer with potentially Mick Phelan or Nicky Butt as his assistant for 5 months with no pressure? And for me, it's Solskjaer. Yeah, there's always something better. And Luke Davis says I'm not sure about him. But reality is, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. And I hope that you are as well. I can't twist your arm on it. I want to try and promote positivity because I feel positive about it. And I think that, look, it's very funny as well that his first game would be against Cardiff on Saturday, which is the club that he managed and sacked. So I think the big concern that some people have is that Manchester United, what if Solskjaer does really well in the next 5 months and then they give him the contract? But when you look at Manchester United over the next 5 months, you know, the fixture list hasn't changed. We've still got PSG, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, PSG in February and March. And we've still got those games to play. And if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wins all those games with these players in a way that's befitting of Manchester United, I'll eat my shoes. You know, it's not going to happen, is it? So I don't think anything's going to change, even if we give it to Solskjaer. Danny Dobson says, I'm 100% buzzing for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's. Samuel Brown says he's not been confirmed. Right. The reality is with Manchester United, and I think Gavin O'Brien may have this right, Manchester United have had it on their website that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the interim manager, and they've had it there for the last couple of hours. And then the Norwegian Prime Minister has said congratulations to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Now, I don't need a weatherman to tell me it's pissing down. We've been doing this for 3.5 years now, and we've done this numerous times with transfers before they've been officially announced on Twitter. I don't know what's going on at Manchester United. We've had a very busy day. They've probably had a very busy day as well, and they've clearly not coordinated very well. But there's nobody else in the running. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be the interim manager till May because Manchester United are not going to be appointing their number one choice manager at this moment in time. I don't know why they can't get Zidane now. Maybe Zidane doesn't want the job. Maybe he's not doesn't want the job till the summer. Pochettino, realistically, we can't get him now. So you've got to go with somebody else. And as I said, and I'll keep saying this to everybody, if you want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and you're happy with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, drop a like on the video. If you're not, then why are you not? Because I really do think the club have made a decision based on we either keep Mourinho or we go down this path. And that may be why, when you look at why it's taken them so long to make this decision with Mourinho, is that it was never a straightforward decision of, yes, let's do this, yes, do that. And I think, look, why are they not considering Jardim? Why are they not considering Laurent Blanc, says Mohamed Al-Kouch? And, you know, maybe those managers are saying, I'll do the job, but you give me a 2 or 3, 4, 5 year contract. And United have had their fingers burnt there. They've paid out a lot of money to Moyes, Van Gaal, and now Mourinho. And maybe they're now like, well, we've got a really good idea who we want as the next Manchester United manager, and we're not going to take a gamble. And Laurent Blanc is somebody I would like, at Manchester United manager, and some of you would like Jardim, but there's no guarantees with that. And there's no guarantees with anybody. But I think with Solskjaer, you've got somebody who's happy to come in for 5 months. And he will know, if he sets the world on fire, he might get the job. And at 45 years of age, if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did great things over the next 5 months, why would you then go for Pochettino? Why would you then go for Zidane? I wouldn't want us to, would you? If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came in and did a brilliant job, got us playing really good football, and started to build something, it's the dream ticket, because you'd be like, why did we want Spurs manager? Why did we want Real Madrid's last manager? We've got somebody who is down in our history as a fantastic player, who's come in, got us playing the right way, and got this club back on track. We've cultivated our own manager. So positive thoughts now, bro, says the Machine 94. Exactly. So it's a win-win for Manchester United, really, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because if it works out, great. And I don't see, and for anybody who's just, oh, I want Pochettino, I don't want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, let me just say this. There is no guarantees that Solskjaer would get the job anyway. And Red Jedi is right. He says, this is the first step of many. I'm very happy with Ole and I have zero expectations. Just keep the squad happy and do your best. And yeah, and delighted. I hope he gives the youth a chance, says Andrew Staunton. As I was on about before, this opens up all the doors for Manchester United if this happens. And what would Ole Gunnar Solskjaer need to do to make Woodward move away from whatever his long-term target is? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's probably been told, no matter what happens, there's a very slim chance that you get the job long-term. This is about your CV. This is about, if you do well here at Manchester United for 5 months, you might get a job at like Watford or something like that. And Solskjaer's like, well, yeah, I want to get back in the Premier League. It's more money, it's more status. So it works for Solskjaer. But I would be very, very surprised if Woodward's not said to him, would you take Eddie Howe as SG7? No, I wouldn't. I've always been against Eddie Howe because what's his history with Manchester United? What's his history as a top-level footballer? And what's his history of handling top-level footballers? I think he'd get swallowed up by big budgets and big personality players. You can't say that about Laurent Blanc or Zidane or Pochettino or Solskjaer. So yeah, I think Solskjaer will have been told, the job's not there for you in 5 months. It's what you want to make of it over the next 5 months. But in the back of Solskjaer's mind, and in the back of my mind is, as I say, if he comes in and produces a miracle over the next 5 months and gets us Champions League football by finishing 4th place, I'd be like, big decision there. Can you really turn your back on that and get somebody else in and say thanks for all you've done, Ollie? I don't think you can. I think you've created a new manager there. So it's a win-win for us. We know what our long-term goal is. It's probably Pochettino. We've got a manager coming in that will excite and unite the fan base, which is very, very clever from the club to do that. And if he exceeds expectation, they've got a great decision to make. And if he doesn't, what have we lost? We weren't, as we sit here last night with Mourinho, we weren't going to get top 4 and we weren't going to win the Champions League. So if Solskjaer doesn't achieve those two things, but we play good football, at least we've entertained for 5 months and at least we've united the fan base and at least maybe we've got some young players. Because I'm really excited about Solskjaer. Let's not forget, he's a young striker. He was a fantastic striker. Ari Guadalia says Ollie was Pogba and Lingard coach in 2007 for the reserves. There you go. What a comment that was. And hopefully Pogba now gets some playing times as the Machine 94. Look, the first Manchester United team sheet on Saturday. We can't wait for it. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a striker as well. That's what his job was. So, you start thinking, can he improve Lukaku? Because I think Lukaku, as much as you will hate me for saying it, is a problem that we have to solve. Also, can he improve Rashford? Can he improve Martial? Will he give Mason Greenwood a chance? Because why not? It's really, 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 really exciting. And what a day. I'm tempted to say I'm exhausted, but actually I wish it could carry on. There's a part of me just thinks that I'll wake up at some point and this won't be real because Drawty's just messaged me now. Oh, the drama at Manchester United. So Manchester United have now deleted their comment on the website and the Norwegian Prime Minister has deleted her tweet as well. It's going to happen, isn't it? We know it's like the cat's already out of the bag, isn't it? We know it's going to happen. If we have to do another video in the morning, we'll do it. But every time I walk past Jose's hotel room, I heard the old hit song I Will Survive, Gloria Gaynor. Anyhow, I'm so excited to see what will happen now, says Luke Skywalker. And BBC are now confirming Solskjaer in the post, says Mark G. So maybe we can be official. We're official, we're not. Have Manchester United confirmed Solskjaer as interim manager by mistake? And this is 8 minutes ago from the BBC. So, yeah, if the BBC are running it, I think we can run it. We're very looking forward to our next game, says the Machine 94. Wow, this is it, isn't it? We're all very excited. There's a good comment there. What if he picks Fellaini and Matic at the weekend? Well, I think we need to be. I think we need to expect that. To be honest, I do. I think we need to expect that. But it's happy days, says Fody. You're going to see a very different me to the last 3 months, and I've seen people apologising for being negative for the last 3 months. Oh, grow the fuck up, you wet wipes. They're not United standards, by the way. I don't think they are, the people on Twitter. And I'm like, stop being so bloody... Stop asking for a like by being a frigging wet wipe. I'm sorry for being so moody over the last 3 months, but I'm really positive now. What are you apologising for? You're apologising for being a Manchester United fan. You've had every right to be a miserable prat over the last 3 months if you have been. It's been inflicted on you. Do you apologise for getting the flu or a cough or a cold? You know, Jose Mourinho, what he put us through from the summer to now has been atrocious. And everybody's got a right to be pissed off. I don't apologise for being moody and negative and ranting. I don't apologise at all. If I'm doing that on Saturday, you've got every right to have a go at me. I won't be though, because I'm positive. I will get behind this team. I will get behind the players. I will get behind the manager. And we've got a United fan base. But I don't apologise for being moany. Get lost. Why? What have we got to apologise for? Being a proper fan? No, sod that. You know, we're positive now. The board should learn from what they've done, and I hope Jose Mourinho learns as well. We can finally look forward to Manchester United playing again. I was really reluctant about Cardiff and Huddersfield and Bournemouth and Newcastle. I was like, oh God, Jose in charge, winnable games, grind them out maybe, boring. And now, you know, who's he going to play? Is Pereira going to get back involved? Is Fred going to get back involved? Is he going to go with what United fans want? Will he be in touch with what United fans want? Will he care what United fans want? Are those players good enough? Will he stick with Fellaini and Matic? Will he stick with Phil Jones? You know, it's interesting. I don't think we're going to get everything we want. I'll say that right now, because that's not football. You might find Phil Jones at centre-back on Sunday. You might see Ashley Young at left-back. I don't know what we're going to see. It's going to be very interesting. But the important thing is just to relax, sit back and enjoy it. And I can't wait. I absolutely cannot wait. It's amazing. Shivesh Singh says, Christmas came early for his fans. Ollie being appointed is great as he's so likeable. And the best thing about this is we're not getting Conte and his likes and waiting for a proper manager in the summer. Exactly, Shivesh. How easy would it have been for United to sack Mourinho and appoint Conte tomorrow? That's exactly what they've been doing for the last 6 years. Going from one similar manager to another one. Solskjaer's not that. He is a child of Sir Alex Ferguson. He knows what this club is all about. And there's no way he's going to park the bus. That's not what he's going to do. That's not what he's going to be here at Manchester United to do. So lots and lots going on at Manchester United. I think Anthony Martial will sign a new contract. I think Jose Mourinho will keep quiet as part of his payout. I think Manchester United are back. Not back as title contenders. I think that would make us look really stupid. We're not back as title contenders at all. But we are back as a football club. We've got our club back for the moment. I mean, who knows what's going to happen in the next few weeks, but we've got our club back for now. And that's all that matters, isn't it? You know, really pleased. Really pleased. Anyway, God knows what else is going to happen tonight. I just want to say thank you to every single one of you for supporting the channel. It is your channel. We've had loads of content today, and loads of you have been with us for little bits, for all of it. And I just want to say thank you. And I want to say, you know what, you deserve it, because if you felt anything like I have, and I know you have over the last few months, some of you longer, this is your reward today. You love this club, you support this club, you're loyal to this club, and days like today are days for you. And yeah, somebody's lost a job, but that's football. It needed to happen. And, you know, I just feel so pleased that a lot of you are excited about your football club again, and a lot of you are looking forward to your football club playing again. So today's for you. Enjoy it. Thanks everybody who's been watching. Loads of content ideas coming up tomorrow and Thursday and Friday. And yeah, we'll be there live with you for everything that happens. I'm sure we'll get Solskjaer official tomorrow, so we can, you know, hear what he's got to say, which is going to be very interesting. Maybe get a few hints about what his plans are. Smash a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Look how close we are to 318,000 subscribers in the top right hand corner, about 30 away. So make sure you subscribe if you're new. Get your notifications on, because there's so much going on at the moment. And I will see you tomorrow. Probably bright and early by the looks of it. Enjoy the rest of your evening and your day wherever you are. You're all fantastic, and this is why we love this club, and this is for you. Thanks for watching.